There can't be a bike rider on the planet who hasn't at least heard of Strava. Just about everyone on two wheels is using it these days. I even know a little 4-year-old who's had an account for 2 years, and I'm not even joking. I get the feeling that us cyclists love using it. I know I do, and now it's even better. A few months ago I made a little film about a Strava add-on called Relive. If you've ever seen those cool animated maps like the ones you see on the Tour de France and wanted one for yourself, this is the way to get one. I explain how it all works in the other film, which I made not long after the launch of Relive in the spring of 2016. Fast forward to now and they've raised their game. The maps are no longer anonymous and include place names. You only need to do a 10-kilometre ride to receive a film, and you can connect direct to your Garmin or Polar device, completely bypassing Strava if that's not your thing. Like, who's going to do that? You still receive an email letting you know when your film has been made, but there's also a very cool app for your smartphone where you can watch a collection of your other rides as well. On the downside, the films are still silent, but everything is completely free, so I can't complain. But just to complain a little more, it would also be nice to be able to download your film to the camera roll on your phone. At the moment, if you want to do that, you'll have to find some sneaky way of doing it. So for us riders here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's summer, and I for one am very pleased to see the sun. Last year I spent most of it in New Zealand, where of course it was winter and it was bloody cold. Here in the UK today, it feels as if my hair is on fire. When the weather's warm, it's important to keep yourself properly hydrated. Probably the best thing to drink is plain old water, followed by some kind of electrolyte drink to replace any salts and minerals lost through sweating. Dehydration can set in fast in the heat, and thirst is a very bad indicator, so I would suggest taking a few sips of fluid every 10 to 15 minutes on the bike, even if you don't actually feel like you need it. From personal experience, I would avoid using plain old squash, as it can ferment in the bidon on hot days and lead to a very bad stomach upset, as I discovered while riding in France a few years ago. It's also very important to use sunscreen, even on days when you think it looks a little cloudy, particularly if you live close to the equator. If, like me, you sweat profusely on the bike, you'll need some kind of weapons-grade waterproof one. The other day I had to change the cleats on my cycling shoes. I put the replacements in pretty much the same position as the old ones, but it still didn't feel quite right. After a bit of fiddling around, I managed to place them in a position that actually felt much better than before. Turns out I think I've been riding with the cleats slightly too far forward, meaning that my foot was too far back. My new position means that my feet are slightly further forward, so that the balls of my feet are better placed over the pedal axle. And the moral of this story? Well, don't take anything for granted, even if you've been doing it for years and years. If you'd like to know the textbook way of positioning cleats on your road shoes, stay tuned as I'll be making a how-to about it in the next couple of weeks. So while we're on the subject of shoes and cleats and pedals, well, sort of, I just want to give a big shout out to my Strava chum Mervyn Ong over in Kuala Lumpur, who's just switched over to using them. Good luck, Mervyn, and hope to see you on the Isle of Wight Randonnée next year. Thanks for watching.